hindrance. Remember that people who get into leadership positions are those who integrate the work of others and put it in the form of a comprehensive solution that best serves the organization they work for. The last one is sharpen the saw, or in other ways, sharpen your tools. Your tools of success include developing leadership skills, communication skills, and teamwork, the depth of knowledge in your field, and the ability to listen to others. So, as you embark on your career, consciously and continuously try to better yourself in those aspects, and you will not have to chase success. Success will follow you. With these remarks, I want to once again thank everyone present here for this opportunity to speak to you and share my experiences with you. Good luck in everything that you do in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Dr. H. Devraj, an academic par excellence, is the befitting personality to assume the office of the Vice Chairman, University Grants Commission, New Delhi. This eminent scholar and scientist served as Scientific Pool Officer at the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. His scientific acumen offered him a unique opportunity to pursue his postdoctoral research at Penn State University, Pennsylvania, USA in 1988. His scrupulous work, culture, and sincerity enabled him to hold several positions, including Reader, Department of Zoology, Coordinator, Molecular Professor of Biochemistry, Department of Zoology at the University of Madras. His boundless enthusiasm in sharing experience and training young minds made him a visiting professor at the Department of Bioengineering, Clemson University, South Carolina, USA. His administrative acumen made him adorn the covetous positions such as course director, postgraduate diploma in cell technology and tissue engineering, University of Madras, director, University of Madras, Guindy campus, coordinator, UGC SAP program, Department of Biotechnology, University of Madras, and director, Dr. A.L. Mudaliar Center for Basic Science, University of Madras. Sir, may we now request to present the valedictory address?
Thank you very much, ma'am. I don't have a discipline for myself. I think she was narrating the different positions. Finally, I don't have a discipline for myself. That's what I wanted to tell you. Respected dynamic chairman, Dr. Balasubramaniam, Dr. Vijay Kumar, trustee, Vice Chancellor Saxena, dignitaries on the dais, student representatives, teachers representatives, Professor Subaya, the first Vice Chancellor of Bharatiyar University, faculty members, and my dear young students. At the outset, I want to thank my maternal uncle, Mr. Gundan. He is responsible for coming me for this function, and of course, Vyas has taken a lot of effort in Delhi to bring me here. I wanted to come because I am from this place. So I'm proud to say this, I am from this place. And thank you very much. But I want to tell you few things. I think one of the students, he came here and mentioned about the excellence. What is excellence? Absolutely uncompromising pursuit of excellence in higher education. That is excellence. How can you define excellence? Can you define excellence? No, you cannot define excellence. Today, what is excellence? Tomorrow, it may not be an excellence. So it is a limitless ladder. It is a limitless ladder. So in education, it has to be a limitless ladder. So that has to follow. I think very important thing, I think another student wanted this institute should become a university. Not only an university, they should start many states. I think they wish that this has to spread over. They are giving a right kind of education, so that's the reason he is wishing that this university should spread over all over India. I'm very happy. In order to have an education, excellence education, you should have at least 4 points. The first one is very important, that is excellence. And second one is very important, the research component. What kind of research are you doing in India? Are you doing the right kind of research in India? No, you are not doing right kind of research in India. You are just copying down or repeating what is done 30 years back in USA. You are doing it here. So you should do in a frontier areas, not only in frontier areas, you should create new kind of frontier areas. The meaning, what I wanted to say here is, you should lead research. You should not follow research. If you follow research, there is no meaning in it. So why I am telling this is, again, you should understand, 30 years back, I went to USA as a postdoc. So where I started working on recombinant DNA technology, thinking that we can cure cancer. So that was my area. I wanted to work with gastric cancer. So we thought that by putting a simple gene into the damaged gene or whatever may be the thing, we can cure cancer. Is it possible now? No, it's not possible. What is the reason for that? You should understand the fundamental. Can anyone here, I think today one student showed that he's working on cancer. Can you define cancer? Do you know the reason for cancer? No, nobody knows, except for few cancers. You do not know what is the fundamental cause, why the cancer is causing. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. The reason is you do not know the fundamental. The fundamental is missing here. What US is doing, you are just replicating it or duplicating it. That's the kind of research you are doing it here. You should understand the fundamental. So 10 years back, I think 80 to 90, when I went to USA, I think almost all the people are working on what you call that the immunology. It's mostly on immunology. They call it as the recombinant DNA proteins and all those things. And after that, I think probably from 90 to 2000, another 10 years, wherever I go, people are working on recombinant DNA technology, thinking that you're putting a little gene into the DNA, you can cure the disease. That was not successful. Now everybody, what is the problem? They don't understand what is a gene first of all. What is a chromosome? Nobody knows what is a chromosome. That's a fundamental. So now I visited USA, now almost all are working on epigenetics. Everybody is working on chromosomes. What are the changes which are taking place in chromosomes, which is a fundamental. So what I wanted to say is, instead of just copying down what was done in USA 30 years before, you should not do that. You should do what is research which is necessary for India. That's very, very, very important. I have to be very optimistic here to say up to 1950 India is a great country. I think almost all the researchers, you can take Ramanujam, he's excellent in mathematics. C.V. Raman, excellent in physics. He got the Nobel Prize. G.N. Ramachandran from my university, he has done the triple helical structure of Guga, I think Saga, ionization physics. And then Bose-Einstein theory, I think now Bose, S.N. Bose. So all the 5 people, before 1950, they were doing excellent research in India. After 1950, what has happened to India? Why people are not recognized? Why people are not getting Nobel Prizes? Try to understand this. No, we are no way inferior to US. American science is run by Indian brains. I have to be very honest here. I think probably everyone will accept with me. American science is run by Indian brains. So this is the thing I wanted to tell you. I wanted to share my own experiences with you. I think when the year 2000, I was invited by the Clemson University for 5 years for exchange visitor program. That was an engineering university. It is very well known for bioengineering. I do not know why they have invited me. I am a hardcore biologist. I do not know the reason. Then I asked them over the phone, what was the reason you invited me? And that professor was 41 years old. Then he told me, Professor Devraj, I have seen your biodata and you are the fit person to isolate the cells from the embryo. That was the reason we invited you. So then they invited another professor from Madras University who was an excellent professor in the surface chemistry. So these 2 people they have invited, and then they have identified we both, and they gave us the facility. That is an engineering department, but we just initiated this new program. Later I came to know that that was the stem cell biology. So I initiated the stem cell biology in US. So we were together working on that. And they gave me a permission to invite one professor from one postdoc from India. I invited my own student from Indian University of Science, Bangalore, and he is an excellent cell culture fellow. So we 3 developed the reflex arc model. We have isolated the stem cells from the embryo, and that was the work I have done. And my friend has given me the surface. He is an Indian, I am an Indian, and the culture was done by my student who is an Indian. So all the 3 Indians have done this, successfully have completed in 2 years, and we have taken the patent for that. That patent has gone to USA. That has gone to USA. That's what I'm telling. They are outsourcing our brain. So even though I myself is here, my student is here, and my friend is here, just opposite to me, we never collaborated here. So they have the knack of bringing the people, giving them money, making them accountable. That is missing in India. That's what I'm telling you. India, even though we are very rich in money, now I think we have enough money. This 12th five-year plan, I think probably I can give you some details about that later. We have enough money. Now what you have to do is, you should not believe in discipline. The cross-discipline is very, very, very important. You should know how to interact with other people. So this is an institute, it's very well known for engineering. They have all the potentials. I think the S.P. Balasubramaniam is very well known as an industrialist. I know that they are running many businesses in thing. They should inculcate the habit of bringing together of science and education and research and also to the industry. That's very, very, very important. You should give something to the society. So whatever money is being invested here should go to the society as a product. That is missing in India. Other than that, you are not at all inferior. You have the equal brain. I think more than the Westerners, you have the brain. But what is important here is you don't have the accountability. So that's what you are trying to make. I think I want to give another example. I think probably you may appreciate it. Just 2 days back, I visited BrahMos, the missile factory. I was invited. I was one of the executive committee member because of the vice chairmanship. So I visited that BrahMos head office. Savadhanapula is again a Tamilian from Kanyakumari. He showed me all the facilities. And where you have to see, it is a public-private partnership between India and Moscow, the government. And you should try to understand that Moscow is very good in the power. They know how to make power. They can generate power. But they don't have the capacity for guiding the missile. Or precision is missing. So power and precision combined together. That is BrahMos. That's what they've done it. You are number one in that. So up to 1950, you are very good in all the aspects. I told you all the 5 people I mentioned here. All the 5 should get a Nobel Prize, but they have not got it. Only 1 got it. But after that, you have made the Green Revolution, White Revolution, space program, nuclear program, missile technology. So what is wrong with India? Why do you say India is backward in science? You are very good in science. You are doing very good. That kind of work I wanted to initiate it. And he told me that the name BrahMos was given because it's a Brahmaputra river, BrahMos. They taken the first name, and Moscow river. So this is the only male river in India. That's what he told me. I do not know whether it's right or wrong. So BrahMos, the meaning is the Brahmaputra, the first thing they've taken, and the Moscow river they've taken BrahMos. You see the power. That's now you are number one. Even US cannot compete with us. So that kind of technology you have to bring in. Now in the 12th five-year plan, we are willing to give money to the private partnership. So that is a good message. I wanted to share it here because this is one of the very good institute. I think we all should say that the leadership is very, very important. The mindset of the leader is very, very important. I want to give another example. In the year 1991, when Professor Dr. Manmohan Singh, he was the chairman of UGC, then he moved from UGC to the Planning Commission, and then he took over as a finance minister. He gave us the second freedom. You have to accept that. He gave us the freedom. He liberalized the politics. So far, we have been importing the Morris Oxford engine from London, and you're running it here as an ambassador cars. Other than ambassadors or Fiat, you don't have any other cars. But he gave me the freedom. Dr. Manmohan Singh, it's an individual mindset. He changed the mindset of the country, mindset of the institute. Now you can see how many Lamborghinis, how many BMWs are on the road. So it's one mindset. So that way I am very happy Dr. S.P. Balasubramaniam has developed that kind of mindset. He has given the right, infused the right kind of climate here in this college. Let us give an appreciation for that. Yes, that student has rightly pointed out in the 12th five-year plan, there is a possibility this college can become a unitary university. Now we are giving more money for the private partnerships. You are allocated, totally we have 20,500